Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. If you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and subscribe to the channel? It helps other people know when they post videos. And before we get started, I'm not a medical doctor, I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey, so please do your homework first before you get started. And I just wanted to say welcome to all my newest subscribers that just recently joined the channel. I believe we're up to 538 now, wow. But anyhow, today we're going to be doing an egg fast, and we're going to do it for 3 days, and with a 2-day period of transitioning over the carbs. And today's starting weight was 230.7 pounds. Now in the morning when I get up, I always have my favorite cup of coffee. I typically will have about 2 or 3 cups of coffee a day. I use a Nantucket Blend medium roast K-cup, and then I put a little bit of monk fruit on the packet and a little bit of light cream, and I've always made my coffee that way, and nothing's ever going to change. But remember, you do you. So we're going to be doing an egg fast for 3 days with a 2-day period of transitioning, and you might find it pretty interesting if you want to follow me along. And this is pretty simple. It's basically eggs, butter, and cheese, and you can have up to 6 to 8 eggs a day, or depending on what your macros call for. And I'll typically eat about 8 eggs a day when I'm doing the egg fast, and I'm going to try to get plenty of water in besides the coffee water, and hopefully we're going to have some good results. And I plan on drinking at least 1 Coke Zero a day. I'll try to keep it down to 1. And we'll check off our water intake to make sure we're getting enough water. Now, it's recommended that whatever your body weight is, you should be drinking half of that in fluid ounces. That would be a lot of water for me. So I'm going to try to get at least a gallon of water in me every day, and see what happens with that. And hopefully at the end of the 5-day egg fast, I'll have some really good results. Now, some of the meals that we're planning on making obviously will be shampoo's and some omelets and some poached eggs, and like a nice egg wrap type thing. They like a burrito, but we're going to make it with an egg and some cheese and a couple little slabs of butter. But it should be pretty interesting. Now, what I have in mind, guys, is I'm going to be doing egg fast versus a beef and butter fast. So next week, after we this coming weekend, after we get off of the egg fast, we're going to be doing we're going to go to a beef and butter fast, and that's pretty simple. It could be any kind of beef. It doesn't have to be isolated to just ground beef, or beef in particular. And butter, I mean, how simple is that, right? And I absolutely love doing those, and I want to see, compare the difference to see how much weight versus one versus the other, if we're going to have a better successful rate doing the beef and butter fast and doing the egg fast. Now, the whole idea behind doing the egg fast or the beef and butter fast is to get my body back into burning calories for fuel, into ketosis. And I've been picking up an awful lot of carbs and having a hard time walking with my left hip. As a matter of fact, the store just called me up and they want me to go back to work. I got to give them a call, let them know what's going on. I don't even know right now if I want to return back to work. I've been really, really depressed at my left hip right now, and I got to get my left hip out. I'm going to be having hip surgery coming up. It's the end of April, and we got at the beginning part of next month, actually the 15th of May. I go back and talk to the surgeon, and hopefully I can get a surgery date as soon as possible. I want to have it out. The sooner I have it out, the sooner I can start rehabbing it and be good to go. Now, after I'm good to go, I'm not sure if I want to return back to work or not, because everybody knows that, one of my earlier videos, that life is too short right now, and I want to spend as much time with my wife as possible. And we lost a couple of cousins. My property management, she lost her husband over the last month, and life is just too short. And Friday is my wife and I's anniversary. We'll be officially married for 42 years, and if she has enough help on the floor Friday, I'm going to play bingo with my wife Friday, and if I win, fine. If I don't win, fine. But I'm planning on taking my wife out Thursday somewhere to have the dinner at one of the local restaurants, and I'll keep it simple, and see what happens, and take one day as God gives it to me. And but this should be pretty interesting. So let me know what you guys think about my work there. Would you guys want to return back to work? I mean, I love that job, but it's problem is there's like every time I turn around, my wife and myself have an appointment. I got a scheduled time. And, after being retired for all these years and then all of a sudden going back into the workforce, I mean it's really hard. And then I'm having that problem with my feet being, dry and bleeding, cracking. Now, it's still dry. They're getting better, but they're not 100%. I don't know if they'll ever be 100%. And it's just one of these things where I have to be very, very careful. Now, I mentioned before, I was walking with my friend Mary Friday, and I fell. I got hurt, and I was really thankful that I didn't get seriously hurt. He just got, badly bruised. I was thank God he landed on his leaves, instead of, the flat out cement or the street walking that I usually do. And today is Monday. It is the 24th. It's an overcast day. We had tons and tons of rain this past weekend. It poured out all weekend, and it looks like it's clearing out, but it's still have some fog in the area. I may still go walking somewhere. Maybe do a little bit of light street walking today. I'll have to have my cane, but I got to fill out some paperwork for the office there for the management and for our rent and all that stuff, verification, because it's that time of year for us. And little cat update. He's being a little shitsky, pardon my French. He bit me over here and drew some blood right next to my watch the other day, actually yesterday, and he's being very finicky right now with food, and I'll give him food that he'll eat one day, and then he won't eat the same food the next day. And food is very expensive, even for cat food, and I'm having a hard time dealing with this. I don't know what to do. So if you guys got any suggestions for me when it comes to a kitten, let me know. So it's January, February, March, April. Yeah, so he's 4 months old, and he's a lot to handle. He's all over the place. He's getting on my kitchen table. Now, he hasn't figured out the countertop yet, but give him time. And he got monkey got inside the pantry closet, tore up a roll of paper towels that we had in there, and then the bag of cat food, the dry stuff, he ripped a hole in it, and I'm telling you, what a mess he had in there. My wife wasn't too happy with him the other day, So when you have a little kitten like that, or even a dog, if they're very, very quiet, you haven't heard from them in a while, chances are they're in some way getting themselves in trouble, and they're up to no good. And that's what I learned with this one. But he gets very bitey with me and testy with me at times. And he's so quick now, I open up my door, and I don't want him in my back room because he doesn't behave. He behaves for 5 minutes, and he's jarring away at my curtains. I got a big pull that he pulled down and started pulling on my curtain, and it's just kind of like hanging. So I got to take down my curtains, just put them aside for now. And my green screen that I use over there to my left over here, or to your right, he's been pulling on the bottom of that, so, and then he starts pulling in on my computer wires. I got wires all over the place because I have a lot of computer equipment, and I'm afraid he's going to get zapped one of these days. So, he's a lot to handle, for two people that fall within our age category. A kitten like that would have been perfect for a family with a house. We don't have a house right now. We live in an apartment, so periodically you hear a lot of apartment noises, street noises, with cars going by. But let me know what you guys think about everything, and, have you ever done the egg fast before, or the beef and butter fast, and how was your results? And I got the idea from my friend Steffi. She's going to be doing that as well for 3 or 5 days starting today. And, we'll share our meals and our weight results at the end of the video, at the end of the 5-day video, and see what happens. And I'll give you an update. And I'm recording all my meals, my starting weight, my thoughts every day, and how I feel, and whether or not I'm hungry or not to eat, whatever. Now, the only one thing about the egg fast, it's recommended that you eat at least one egg about a half an hour before you wake up in the morning, after you wake up in the morning. I don't do that. I eat when I'm hungry, and like I said, you do you. But, we're going to shoot for it and see what happens, and hopefully I'll have a good results at the end of the 3 days. But be that as it may, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have an amazing day. Love you guys. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Remember, I love you. God loves you. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy your day.